Okay. So Brenda, were you on the Sunday night live? You were on live. Okay.
When we did the
getting started?
Yes.
Okay, good. So
and Lisa was on that too, actually.
She was
Yeah.
only on for a short bit.
It wasn't on the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it would be helpful, and that's why I don't know if I texted this morning, I woke up with like, it would be helpful to watch that before you went through this, just because it's a little, digs a little deeper.
I believe she did.
Okay, cool. Great. So, now what this is, it's a commitment. Okay, so this is kind of unique because you've got your upline, and then you've got her, Carrie's your upline, and then you've got Carrie's upline, Susan. And so this is a little unique, and this is how, we can do it together. And it just so happens that if you have people like in the same cohort, right, that's what makes this nice. If you're bringing people on at the same time, you can create like your own little cohort, and that's fun. That's nice to do. So, and you heard me say on that Sunday night call, this kind of like came out of just, working with JT and working with Imani. And excuse me, I'm drinking this stuff. It's like with the Pellegrino, sorry. So in, the whole concept of courting, and you heard me say that on the phone, like women don't know how to court people. The men do that. And how he said he hired a guide to go down this mountain when he was skiing, someone who had done it before, so he could go down safely and have fun. And, the importance of working with someone who's already done what you're trying to do. And then working with Imani and hearing her say that when she brings a new person on, she's working with them every single day. And then my realization that when I came on, I was able to work with my mom every day. And that was just kind of a built-in, and that built-in bonus. So I was super excited to the next person I signed up, I was going to commit to working with them every day. And then this whole, fast start, this whole 28-day redo, if you wanted to do it, came up again. And I said, oh, what a great opportunity to be able to give this a try, right? To individually work with people. So you have the option to do that 28-day restart and earn that 50% fast builder rewards. But I'm telling people, don't buy the package yet. So don't, and because believe it or not, I feel like some people do think, oh, I buy the package, that's going to motivate me, and then I'm going to get this. You got to do the work, So the last day to be able to buy that package is January 31st. And if you did it that day, then your 28 days starts the day you buy that package. So that's something that you and Carrie can discuss as that time gets closer. But the bottom line is that we're setting this up so there's an accountability. So you'll do the work, you'll have the motivation and the guidance to do the work that it takes to grow your business, right? So there's a commitment, right? And I say when I'm working with someone, there's a commitment of my time and energy. And so all of us here, there's a commitment of time and energy. And that really helps in accountability. Oh, my mom, what happened? She come back on? Something shifted. So we're going back to the getting started checklist, which was part of that call. And I'm just following, what those things are that we need to do. And the first of those things is planning events. So I know for us in Chicago, we've got this January 2nd event. Carrie, I asked you the other day, did you have something on the calendar?
Lori, January 22nd.
What did I say?
January 2nd.
We knew what you meant. Yeah, we have an event scheduled on the 29th. And what we want to do is, as a team, like Team Integrity or whatever, we talked about doing a Facebook Live and getting that scheduled. So I want to get that. Hopefully we're getting that going soon.
Yes. And actually I was going to put a Voxer out in the group to see if Thursday night was too soon.
Ooh. Sometimes soon is good because
I know.
People are like, oh,
I know.
I can catch that right now.
This is perfect timing because of the new presentation. I'm blown away with the slides.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
so Thursday the 16th?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thursday 16th. Facebook Live, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I can actually do that. I was like, oh my gosh, I have something, but it's not, it's Thursday the 23rd. I can't.
Okay, so then I think we should do that.
What time?
Put it out there. Oh, we always say that. What's the good time?
Can we possibly do an 8 Eastern, which would be 7 Central? Because I know, like, so many people tell me I can't get on at 9. I go to bed at 9:15, or I go to bed at 9:30, and they won't be able to get on.
Yeah, we could try that.
Just give it a try anyways and see. I know it's like dinner time on the West Coast.
Never a good time for anyone all the time.
Right.
So,
Thank
you. It still gives a good, wait, can I record those? I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah, we could do it. It's the watch party.
Yeah, when you're doing it on Facebook Live, yeah, that's what happens. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what's nice when people say, if they say, oh, I can't make it, right, then you follow up with, oh, that's okay. We have this watch party now. I can share that with you.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah.
I know that Lisa has an event. I think I mentioned it. On the 19th, she's actually doing a women's health fair on her own. So I'm really proud of her for doing it. It's a 2-hour event. So that'll give her an event. And then I'm going there on the 31st, and we have a huge event on Saturday. It is a woman's health and I think called Women's Health and Safety and Rehabilitation or something like that. So it was ideal. And we're the only hemp dealers there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then we're also doing an event in her home. So on the 31st, we plan to sign her up and probably me as well. Although if I'm doing the 29th event, do I lose? Oh no, I just don't sign them up until I'm ready, right?
Right. Just don't sign them up immediately. Like I want to see someone at least having like 2 solid people that are ready to sign up before you buy that big package.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's, we want to be able to have events. And remember, events can also be, I'd like to also schedule maybe the following week, we could do, a conference call where people call in and listen. But we want something to be able to invite someone to when you're reaching out to them. And it could be as simple as getting them on a phone call with Carrie too. So, and I like what my mom tried to say, but I can say it a little cleaner, that it's not that you're going to say, hey, Jane, want to get on a 3-way call with my upline? Like, no, that someone's going to run the other way, First, it's like, and I'm also really leery, like I can't stand a bait and switch, but I don't, hey, Jane, you said you were open to learning more. How about Wednesday night at 5:30, can you hop on a call and I can share a little bit more with you? And then if they say yes, say, and maybe at the call, say, you know what, I'm still learning this. And I have my business partner on the phone too, which she can be able to help with, give a little more information too. So it's not like, don't scare someone before there's even, it should be more of like, they're here to help you and to be able to answer more questions, right?
I love the verbiage. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but it's kind of like, hey, I'd love to introduce you to my friend Susan. She has an amazing story, and I thought of you, and I would love for you to hear her story. Can you jump on a call at blah, 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 blah?
Mm-hmm. I like that, Carrie. I like that. More of the story, because even Austin was going into facts get really dry and boring,
right?
And that's the thing. Like, no one needs to know all the little specifics. I always say, we get in our car and drive to Walgreens or wherever. Do we need to know how the engine works? No, you just get in the car and drive to where you need to go. Why do we have to pick things apart? Does the oil come from with the seeds? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. How is knowing that going to change the way this works in your body, right?
Right.
So Okay, so then we want to do your list. So I am asking people for their list of 50 to 100 names within the next 24 hours. So we are gonna, the way we're gonna set this up, Brenda, is that group that we have on Voxer between my mom, you, Carrie, and I, we're gonna keep that group. So if you can then just take a picture, we don't need the phone number, we don't need the emails, just the names, because this is your blueprint, right, of who you're going to be reaching out to. So 50 to 100 names by tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and just snap a picture and send it to us in that Voxer. Now, what I said for Lisa, so what I'm encouraging you guys to do is Carrie, Brenda, and Lisa, you create a Voxer group of the three of you. Okay, because kind of, I think it's just going to get too big. I think it's better and more intimate like that, accountability.
Gotcha.
So that's the number one thing. And you know what? If someone can't get past that, that's a stopping point. That's a stop, have a conversation, and figure out what's going on there, right? Because you can't do any of this without people to talk to. So that's the number one assignment to get in. And then every day with us, with our four, right? And then Lisa, you'll be doing this then with Lisa. So you, Lisa, and Carrie, every day you're going to share the names of the people, 5 people. We're reaching out to a minimum 5 people a day because we have that crunch time. Okay. So that can vary when you're working with a new person, but if you're talking 28 days and now, you know, we're even less than 28 days from that January 31st. So we're talking reaching out to at minimum 5 people a day. And what I want to hear in a Voxer with a voice is their first name. I don't need to hear their story of how you met them or what they do. This is just their first name and what you said to them. So I want, and not like copying and pasting. If you texted someone, I want to hear with your voice, because what that's going to do is that's going to give you the practice, right, of hearing what you're saying. And if there's a way, like, you know, any of us can offer some guidance. Like I found one of my affiliates was saying, I have something I want you to learn about. And I said, yeah, I'm like, it's not about you, me, you know, like, no,
Right.
That's why I like using, are you open to, right? So then we are able to kind of craft a different way, but by you saying it 5 times, you're going to start getting it. So now, like when you're at the grocery store and an opportunity comes up to talk, you know, to someone, you're not going to be in your head. You're going to have it, you know, memorized. You'll be able to easily say, right there, instead of fumbling for the words, which we always do, right?
Yeah,
so,
practice.
That might not have to last this whole time. You know, everyone's different. So someone might get that down in the first 3 days and you're like, great, let's do something else. But so that's what I want to hear, the first name of the 5 people and what you said to each of them. And it's cool because when you start to say it out loud, you'll get to catch stuff too, you know, of how you can tweak it.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it, I know you want to hear it, but are you okay if some of those 5 people are not by voice, but
Absolutely.
by text, by
email? I think the best way to invite someone is by voice, but there are people, like I know, like Jory on this team, she doesn't have an iPhone, so I can't do the voice with her. So some people are just going to be text, and that's fine too. But you know, as many as you could do your live voice, because that's how we transfer our passion, right? Through our live voice. So as many as you can do, but obviously there's going to be ones that you're not able to do. So that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, so then we all decided that we're going to use Voxer to stay in touch because the voice is just so key to the work that we're doing. You saw that I started. Did I add you to that bigger Voxer group? I don't know if I did.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I didn't see a new one.
So it's another layer of support. So it's everyone who's doing this 28-day restart is in this group. So it's just another, you know, so let me, before we move on, I forget.
Can you add Lisa too?
Yes. So let's see.
Speak with voice.
Well, this would be your test if he stays in the hula hoop.
People.
If you stay in the hula hoop.
We're hula hooping over here with the horses, so.
You might have to add Lisa. Or Carrie, you might have to add Lisa. Because I can't seem to. Is Lisa on our team integrity?
Yes.
So, what's her last name?
Goldberg. Goldberg.
By the way, that's the last name of the person with a Cancun trip that's doing the trip is Goldberg too, right?
Cool.
I'm not finding her, so one of you can add her. So it's open to add. So
okay.
I'm not finding her in my contacts, but let me add.
I'll try when I get off of here.
Perfect.
Voxer.
Okay, Brenda, I just added you to that, so you're in.
Thank you.
Now. Yes, you're welcome. And then once a week,
popped up.
Once a week, I'm recommending just a live check-in, back on Zoom, a phone call if need be, but just, 10, 15 minutes to just do a live check-in. How's it going? What could be more helpful? What could we add? What could we subtract? Just a good live conversation within these days that we're doing this, right?
Okay.
Then the big question, because Imani, she gave me an example, the last person that came onto her team and she, had this conversation. These are the expectations. I'm committing my time and energy to you. I expect that back. And this woman went MIA for 3 days. Imani reached out. She was being ignored. And so my question to you, my question to the people I'm doing it with, what do I do? What do you want me to do if you ignore me?
Well, first of all, I won't ignore you.
Yeah. Okay, but you know what's
first
funny?
Of all.
You know what's funny, Brenda? Everyone says that.
Yeah. But I truly mean it. I won't ignore you. I may send you a can't talk right now.
Yes.
Or BRB or, something real quick. But,
and that's totally understandable.
And then I'll forget maybe to come back to you. That's very likely. So I would say, if you think I'm ignoring you, a phone call, an actual phone call will get my attention. Because the phone will come up and I'll be like, oh, I didn't call her back. Oh my gosh. Or I didn't text her back. Or, oh my gosh, she caught me, and I'll pick up the phone and be like, oh, I'm sorry, or I apologize or whatever.
Really interesting because I don't know who it was. Was it JT or Austin? And I typed it in. That's the biggest issue with people in everything, in every aspect of life, right? People say they're going to do one thing and they don't do it. And it's interesting because I'm learning through this, like there's the thing of ignoring, and then there's you're saying you're going to do it, but you're not doing it. So what do you want me to do? This is the next, and that's what I was saying, I think right before you got on, like, I want to be the mirror that you need to see, that people need to see, right? And I already am seeing, when did we start this? Everyone started different days, but I'm already seeing excuses popping up. And,
I heard you saying that.
Adage that you can have excuses or you can have, what's the benefit? You can't have both. If you're just going to keep excusing, then.
I think that phrase in itself is, if you hear me saying excuses, that's it. You can have excuses if you want, but then you're not going to do this.
Right.
That's like, damn it, put it on the line, girl. Right. Do it.
Right.
Shit or get off the pot.
Mirror.
Yeah, you know what?
And I'm big about that. I mean, I am really horrible about doing what I have to be honest. I'm not horrible. I'm imperfect about doing what I say I'm going to do.
Yeah, we all are in so many different ways of our lives. And that's why this is really unique to be able to do this with someone, right? And to be committed to them for that 28 days. And the thing is, it's not a commitment of a lifetime. It's not, it's 28 days. And
28 days.
If you did this consistently for 28 days, which my mom and I, we got to gold like overnight.
Wow. And
overnight.
it becomes habit very quickly.
Right.
30 days develops a habit.
And then you
So
take off a month and you do it again. If you did it 3 times a year or 4 times, can you imagine? You know, and once you get it down, I was one of those that made excuses yesterday because I didn't do my reach outs. But then I felt guilty, and I did it at 10 o'clock at night, and I did it via voice message on Messenger. So I didn't bother anybody. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And that's the beauty of technology. You can't,
Well, nice.
you can't do it at 10, 11 o'clock at night on Facebook. But I said to my mom, because she said last night, she goes, I didn't do them today, so I'm going to do 10 tomorrow. And I said, well, be careful. Obviously, you're human. Stuff can come up. You didn't get to it that day. Okay. But if you get into that pattern, I'll do it tomorrow. So tomorrow is now 10. And then that day becomes crazy. And now it's 15. And now you're just like, oh my God, forget it.
Yes.
Right?
Right. And that's what happened with me on Teen Z. And so then I go through and I wipe out the follow-ups and start over. But I forgive myself and start over.
Well,
and then I don't make
yourself.
Exactly. So that you do it.
Like the, you know, and like as we continue this, we're gonna, you know, talk more about the why. And the thing is, you can't be unrealistic with yourself. Like I love when you talk to people and you're like, how much are you thinking you want to go for in earning that? You know, what kind of paycheck do you want? And they're telling you 10 grand a month, but they want to put, you know, 2 hours every other week into this. It's like, okay,
that's gonna happen. That doesn't match.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then the last part of this, which is a really cool part, and Carrie and I had some experience with this, and this is the reason why I added it into this. Bob Proctor, Mary Morrissey, all of them, you know, what helps to change someone and to shift someone's paradigm is either emotional impact or repetition. So we're going to go to repetition. And you have a piece of paper and pen in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to start out like this. I'm so happy and grateful.
Now that.
You know it. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're going to do every day is I have a notebook that's dedicated just for this. And I write, you know, day 1. And then I write only once, and this is something Carrie and I figured out too. I love how things change as you go, you improve. So you only have to write once the I'm so happy and grateful now that. And then 25 times, so just one page of the notebook, which ends up being around 25 times, you're going to write out your new goal. And I don't know about you, but my goals like end up swimming in the abyss. But we're going to write this down, and we're going to write it 25 times a day. And then when you're done, snap a picture and send it to our group. And that's such like a, yeah, I did it. I'm done. It's so I want to help you try to create this goal of yours. And, you know, the goals that we were working on, and there's no right or wrong answer to this, but the majority of us are setting what is our monetary goal that we want to see. And then I'm trying to pair up the rank title with that. And now in Prime My Body, you don't have to have the rank to be earning that income. But if you want to be earning that income consistently, it's nice to have that rank in mind. So have you given it thought of what you'd like to be earning consistently
every month? Realistically, I mean, I really, really want 10,000 a month.
Yep. Then let's do it.
Okay. So, but I don't, is that possible? Like next month? I think I have to build up to that, right?
Well, yeah.
So don't
my
I?
Suggestion is, you know, Lori. I mean, I'm doing the $10,000 a month, and I really want 50. But
yeah, that's what I'm. Okay, that's my point.
Being more realistic. So
maybe 5,000 a month.
Yeah, that's Emerald.
It's really, listen, you do what feels comfortable to you. One of the people I've been working with, and I teeter between, is it 10,000? Of course I want 50,000, but that seems like so big and so far down the road.
Right.
But you're going to feel this, and And I'll use you, Mom, as an example. You're like, oh, I did it while I was watching TV and, because it's mindless activity. And I said, actually, it's not mindless activity. When you're doing this, you want to be in it. You want to feel, what would it really feel like if you were earning this a month? If one of my huge goals in this is to pay down debt. And what does it feel like when you have paid down debt in the past, right? It's like that. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what you want to be doing as you're writing this, right? Feeling it, experiencing it. And so it might change for you in 2 days. You might be writing the 10,000, but then you're like, oh, that's just it's too much. And maybe you do tailor it back. Or one of the girls that I'm working with doing this, she was doing 10,000 a month, and she found her hand over the past couple of days wanting to write 10,000 a week. And I said, go for it. If that's what you're guided to do, if that's what you're feeling, do it. There's no right and wrong in this. It's that.
You can leave it open if you want.
So,
here's my question. I want to be totally authentic and raw here. I am planning with my daughter to move in June and get divorced. Now, I haven't said that out loud, so this is new, but I want to be able to support myself and buy my own insurance and actually be divorced and have that pride. And I would love to do it by June. So if I look at $7,000 a month, even $7,000 to $10,000 a month, I will do it. It's there. If I do that, piece of cake.
By June, definitely you could do that. Okay. I was thinking you were saying in a month. Okay.
No. Well, per month, that's where I'm confused. I really want to be earning by June $10,000 a month.
Right.
You can. It's totally. Do you know that someone in Japan hit diamond in 60 days?
Oh my God.
Which is $10,000 a month. Yeah.
Yeah. And a diamond leader is consistently earning $10,000 a month.
Wow.
So yes, anything is possible. That's why, it's not absurd. Whatever number that you're committed to, it's not absurd if you're going to put the work into it, right?
Yeah. Just got to get out of my fear.
Right. Right.
Because I say that and my whole body goes,
right.
But I also, when I picture it, the up energy is incredible. The
and
pride.
That's what it is. And that's when writing this every day, right? You have to feel and live in that energy.
So I should use the 10,000.
If that's what you're feeling, then absolutely. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a diamond leader, because a diamond leader is earning consistently 10 grand a month. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a diamond leader earning 10,000 a month. Now I will tell you this last part. I love what Carrie did. My mom and I, work together every day, and we would this is a hard business. It's hard. And Carrie caught me and she goes, yeah, if you think it's hard, it's going to be hard. And you say it's hard, it's going to be hard. I'm like, ooh, you totally got me. And she suggested adding the words grace and ease. And when you say that, I mean, how much does that energy shift? It's
beautiful.
Right.
Instantly.
So, yeah. So my goal reads, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a diamonds leader earning 10,000 a month with grace and ease. So
can I tweak it just a little?
Absolutely.
From what I've learned from my coach, which is also Carrie's coach, instead of earning, say generating, and add in 10,000 a month or more with grace and ease. Because why do we want to limit ourselves?
Right. Right. Generating. I've also heard receiving, which is interesting too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's cool, and I shared with Carrie and my mom, my goal prior to the Super Saturday was, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a recognized leader, because I was feeling for so long, I want to be recognized. Yet it was funny because Carrie helped me kind of what does recognition mean to you at this point? I'm like, oh, that's a good question. What does that mean? And I got that. I got that by JT asking us to be on stage at the Super Saturday, by being taken out to dinner by him in a leadership dinner, and by my name being spoken by him on the Monday night call. And I'm like, boom, that's it. That's the recognition
That's
I needed.
awesome.
And I was able to take it off my goal because I got it. That's what I needed.
Wow.
And that's cool.
So, but do you take it off your goal or just increase your goal?
Or do you just need it? I personally didn't need it on my goal. I didn't need to be saying that and saying that every day because I was complete.
You felt like you got it.
What I got.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like you wanted recognition like you're on TV all the time or something.
Right.
But
No, that was like just the fact that JT knew I existed and that I'm working this business was the recognition that I needed. I honestly would be completely content if I never got on a stage again. I would be fine. I would be fine. So,
but you're on stage all the time because you lead us with
but that's what I love. And I through doing that, this is what I love to do. Truly love to do this. It's the other stuff that's the uncomfortable stuff. But to make any changes, we have to do what's uncomfortable.
Right. Big time, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it in a nutshell. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to remain the four of us in that Voxer group. And so I will share this recording. I'll probably send you a YouTube link.
Okay.
And then what would be nice is if you, Carrie, and Lisa could then, have Lisa watch this call, or I don't know if you guys want to watch this and then do this with Lisa.
Yeah, I think it would be great to just, because of the repetition.
Right.
And Carrie, I'm okay if you don't join us, but Lisa and I can get on a Zoom. And we were doing that with last Saturday's call. I was sharing my screen and we were on it together.
Nice.
So that we were actually in it together. And the repetition for me and to see myself, the mirror of, it's all very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
So cool.
And I think we should record our once a week check-ins.
Okay.
Just so that we can remind each other how great we're doing. Yeah. Look at that excitement, especially when, the up and downs, we get a down moment. We can go, wait, let's go look at this. Look at how excited I am.
And that's also the importance to have this running buddy while you're doing this, because this business is so up and down. It's so up and down. It's crazy.
Life is up and down.
Of course.
Every day of life is up and down. It just is.
Of course. Yeah. Tell me a job that isn't, right? As a school counselor, I really never had a set schedule. I never knew. Of course, I had classrooms I was going to go in. I had meetings to be in, but you just never knew, right? What kid's going to be suicidal that day? What kid missed their mommy that day? Like, it was always up and down. So, but it's
and even with your own kids, you with your own kids.
Absolutely.
It's constantly, Carrie, it's constantly up and down. Our own kids are just, one day they're elated, the next day it's, suicidal. So, so we're here as a family.
So, and I'm super excited to do this with you.
Thank you.
So meet us on Voxer if you have any questions. And so we're going to be looking for the list, your 50 to 100 names by tomorrow. And then start your reach outs, start your 5 reach outs, and then start writing. I got to go do my writing for today.
I love it.
And it feels so good when you're done and you're sending it off to your people that you said you were going to be accountable to. It's just like,
right. Yay, I did what I said. Yay. Awesome. Susan, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say before?
Are we going to set up a weekly time and day for these live?
Sure.
Well, I just sent a message to my people to get it on my book. Unfortunately, next week, I only have 2 options, Wednesday or Thursday, because I'm traveling on both weekends. So I will send that message to you guys so we can get a time on my calendar.
All right. So let's do that for this time and then decide after that.
Okay.
Cool.
Have a great weekend.
Awesome.
Love you.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much.
Grateful for you guys.
I love you.